Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening. I would like to report on the state of our war against the American people. We're mounting a sustained campaign to crack down on every American and every person of every faith and every nation, and to bring them to justice. All missions are being executed according to plan, without warning or provocation. Americans are being swept up in an international dragnet. Thousands of FBI agents are on the trail of other citizens here and abroad. It has everything to do with hate and evil and murder and prejudice. America's strong.
Federal agents, we are armed!
The President committed the crime of obstruction. You could not publicly state that in your report or here today.
Can you repeat the question, sir? You're going to have to repeat that for me. Can you repeat the last part of that question?
The individual is in fact obligated to provide what's being demanded by the regulation or statute, meaning you don't have any wiggle room, right?
I'd have to look more closely at the statute.
Well, I just read it to you.
And where are you reading from on that?
I'm reading from my question.
Then could you repeat it?
Okay.
Are you mocking me?
Can you start it again?
Okay, sure.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that one?
Attorney number 2 in the Inspector General's report and Strzok both worked on your team, didn't they?
Pardon me? Yes?
They both worked on your team, didn't they?
I know. I heard Strzok. Who else were you talking about?
Attorney number 2 identified in the Inspector General's report.
Okay. And the question was?
What'd I say? What?
When discussing the June 2016 Trump Tower meeting, you referenced, quote, the firm that produced the Steele reporting, unquote. The name of that firm was Fusion GPS. Is that correct?
And you're on page 103?
103, that's correct, volume 2. When you talk about the firm that produced the Steele reporting, the name of the firm that produced that was Fusion GPS. Is that correct?
Well, I'm not familiar with that.
Can you answer the question?
No, it is a trick question.
Why is it a trick question?
Well, let me just help you. It's not a trick question. I mean, it was Fusion GPS.
The President ordered former White House counsel Don McGahn to fire you. The President ordered Don McGahn to then cover that up and create a false paper trail. And now we've heard the President ordered Corey Lewandowski to tell Jeff Sessions to limit your investigation so that you stop investigating the President. I believe a reasonable person looking at these facts could conclude that all three elements of the crime of obstruction of justice have been met. And I'd like to ask you, the reason, again, that you did not indict Donald Trump is because of OLC opinion stating that you cannot indict a sitting president, correct?
That is correct.
Does the defense's case hold water?
No, the defense is wrong.
You are a Marine. You served in Vietnam and earned a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart, correct?
Correct.
Which president appointed you to become the United States Attorney for Massachusetts?
Which senator?
Which president?
Oh, which president? I think that was President Bush.
According to my notes, it was President Ronald Reagan had the honor to do so. Under whose
My mistake.
I'm finished with this guy.
No weapons of mass destruction were found.
Are you kidding me? Do you buy that? There were. Nah.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white.
Come on, let us shoot. Blair.
Bang, bang.
Hey, I need to get the brass to drop ramps. I got a wounded girl. We need to take the rest of mile.
Oh, it's their fault for bringing their kids to a battle.
That's right.
The main reason we went into Iraq at the time was we thought he had weapons of mass destruction. It turns out he didn't, but he had the capacity to make weapons of mass destruction. But I also talked about the human suffering in Iraq.
Hello, boys and girls. I have a special message for you from the President of the United States. I salute the boys and girls who are buying United States savings stamps and bonds, and they're giving important support to the cause of freedom and the men who...
All right, everybody. Joseph Gibson podcasting here from Greensboro, North Carolina tonight. I did have some people that were supposed to come on here tonight as guests. I advertised it a day beforehand, and I guess they decided to back out. I guess they let's see. I guess they, I don't know, probably want to go over to Mandelacon's platform, I guess. I don't know. I guess he's having a platform or whatever, and he's been trying to bombard my show and attack it in the little groups and whatnot. So, and we know that that was the audience that I was pretty much, catering to for a couple years now. So we were, refilling my slot and bringing them over to the platform and letting them have a voice. And then, of course, they did their typical Black Lives Matter routine, typical liberal, libtard, nonsense, or in his case, People's Revolution nonsense, and got offended, I guess, because a caller had called in and insulted one of the girls or whatever that he talks to in another platform. So, like I have control over what other people say, but that's fine. I mean, we'll just build a new audience and go that route. I mean, that's just fine by me. I mean, really, the audience that I basically have anyway, most of them, really is the trolls that come on here and call names and talk stupid, and the information really is just not. It's the shows have really digressed. You have some good ones, really good shows, but we don't have those really great podcasts anymore like we had years and years ago. Those were the real good ones. When we talked about, when we had Peter Ventura on here more, and we had more of, Mike from Wisconsin, Joe from Florida, which obviously they can't come back on. They passed away. But that type of crowd, those, the people from the Republic, and we did interviews with, like, Sean Rowe, and we had even my nephew on here, when he was going into the U.S. Army. Those shows were the good shows, really, that I can remember. The shows that we've been having lately are just, there's really no content to them. There's no subject matter. I mean, we do have some guests on here. When I have a designed guest to come on and we talk, on a platform like that, then it's okay. But it's a little bit dry. We had Mr. Bean on, what was it, last week, last Sunday? Mr. Bean on, and, about the prisons and everything and Big Pharma and how he worked for Big Pharma. And a lot of people don't take interest in those stories because, they just, they'd rather talk about nonsense, total, absolute nonsense. But that's why I'm thinking about taking Bert up on his offer and kind of like intertwining with his show, the National Socialist Movement, and maybe going for their type of platform there. And my chat room tonight was hacked into, obviously. They shut down my chat room. It was shut down by the administrator, which I'm supposed to be the administrator, but we know who that is. That's our Leroy Dickinson doing his total nonsense and stupidity, trying to hack into the podcast and pull his little cranks. So the chat room, I guess, has been shut down. At least that's what it says on my end. But tonight, like I said, we're supposed to be doing a show about CPS corruption. Anybody with CPS stories out there. I was supposed to have Rihanna on. She was supposed to come on. I don't know what's the story with her. She sent me a message, but right before the show was beginning. But the phone number is 657-383-0616. You press the number 1, and I'll get you on. And by all means, you can share your story, CPS story, or whatever have you about understanding the times which we live today and the republic for which we live today. The republic. We are not a democracy. We are a republic. So, and then also, before I take some calls here, I just want to let everybody know we're going to be taking breaks in between the shows from now on, so people can cool off too, because it gets a little bit heated, and we'll take a couple minutes throughout the show, the 2 hours, if we go that long, to let people cool off and maybe regather their thoughts, and do what they do. But this way here, we avoid a lot of background noise and a lot of yelling and screaming and arguing also. So let's see here. Let me look at the call screen here. I've got about a dozen callers on the screen here, so that's good. Let's see, I got one here that pressed 1 already, so we'll connect that person. And hopefully this is one of my invited people that we invited on. And we'll give you the floor, the platform. We do have quite a large following. We don't have a chat room tonight, but most, like I said, there's only usually about a dozen people in there, and they're offering nothing of any substance whatsoever. All right, area code 951, go ahead. I'll connect you.
Joey, what's going on? It's Randy.
Oh, Randy. Oh, okay. How you doing, Randy?
Good. What are you up to, man?
Not much. We were trying to do a show here tonight about CPS and the corruption of CPS and whatnot, but a couple of my guests, I guess, had canceled. I guess they're going over to the MandelaCon platform, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what they had planned, but they said they would much prefer that they would rather do the show tomorrow night, but, I can't, just reschedule the show and redo everything that I had formatted out. So,
like a conflict of schedules.
Yeah, and MandelaCon kind of he wanted me to call up over there to his show, but what's it going to be, an argument? I'm going to be over there arguing about nonsense, the People's Revolution, class action 5, 6, 7. I mean, saying the same thing over and over and over and over. I mean, what? I never see anything about class action 5, 6, 7 anywhere in any type of media platform other than Blog Talk Radio, to be honest with you. But, I've given him the floor here, and apparently he's gone mad or gone cuckoo in his old age. So he's MFing me and this and that, so which is fine. But because of what someone else did. Actually, you were on the show that night. Remember we had the gentleman call, I think it was Belinda, and another gentleman that was claiming to be Dr. Peter Ventura was arguing with Belinda there, and I guess he called her a name. She got offended, and I guess everybody got upset at me like it was my fault,
Oh, well, I mean, there's nothing you could really do about that, so it is what it is. You can't stress over it. Yeah,
that's
so
right.
I actually do have a story about CPS. My sister's actually just finished up the case, but she ended up, her son was because now he's doing homeschooling, sent an email. I actually read the email, and the email was just saying, this is all BS, and having to do schooling, and he didn't like the indoctrination that he's going through, and he said something along the lines of this life is essentially saying life isn't worth living, but not saying he's going to commit suicide. And they ended up sending 3 cop cars and because they couldn't get a hold of my sister or her husband, they sent over 3 police cars and an ambulance and took him away. And she had to spend 6 hours at the hospital. All because of
Good Lord.
because they couldn't get a hold of him. So they said they were obligated to send them over, and now the CPS is involved. And it seems like it's absolutely ridiculous. They're a business owner. They employ, I think, about 20-something people. It's not like they're some drug addicts. Wow. But
wow,
we'll see where this goes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your sister's kid. Oh well, I'll tell you what. I don't wish that on nobody. I wish her the best. I mean, that's just that's dead wrong, man, for real. That's terrible.
Well, yeah, it's pretty stupid, but that's the life we live in now. I mean, that's the world we live in, should I say?
Yeah. I mean,
and then I have.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I see, because there's no chat room. We're in this other chat room in Discord, and it looks like Mike Hunt said that he said, I called Ghost Jim. He ain't dating the trainer, but he did hook up with a gay guy. Okay, well, I didn't read that last. Yeah. Anyways, he said that you're not dating the trainer. Mike, why don't you call in so we can kind of further discuss that?
He's absolutely right. I'm not dating it. I'm not dating the trainer there, actually, but I could have. But I did not go out on any date with her. I did not. So, but
is he on
I'm
the line right now? Do you know?
Pursuing my girlfriend there. So. But
it takes
what's
time.
That?
It takes time,
Yeah, but I'm not dating any trainer at Gold's Gym. But I know a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends there, and they're actually a girl did ask me out there, but I never followed up with it, to be honest with you. So but that happened. That's happened a dozen times over the years, where You know, you're over there talking and working out or whatever, and a girl, hey, what are you doing later on or whatever? You know, hey, look, I'm engaged. You know, that's it. That's what a responsible person does. You know, I don't cheat on my girlfriend. So, let's see, private caller. Okay, I think you got a story here you want to add. Go ahead. Yeah, I think you got something you want to pursue here.
Yeah, he said 111. He said he's 111. I asked him how long you've been waiting because I would imagine a few of them are 111.
Hello,
yeah, there's a
Joseph.
couple. Yes.
Good evening, Joseph. This is Michael Hunt, personal trainer. How are you?
Michael Hunt, personal trainer. Where do you work at? Because there's no Michael Hunt at my gym.
Well, let's just say I've made a couple of phone calls. The other night you told us you were dating the trainer. Now you've changed your story. Oh, big surprise. You changed your story that you're not dating the trainer.
I was going to go out on a date with the trainer, but that's okay. Look, I don't have to explain anything with anybody here. I mean, you know, look, it is what it is. You know? Should I take a picture of her phone number that she wrote down on a piece of paper that she gave me? The slip from Gold's Gym. Will that prove my case? Will that prove my case? Will that make everybody happy? You know, come on, man.
That's a forgery. That's a forgery also. You lied to us the other night.
Oh, that's a forgery. Okay, all right. Well, whatever. You know.
I don't believe a word you say now. You've lost credibility.
That's okay. That's okay.
I called the gym.
And what Gold's Gym did you call them? But who'd you speak to?
I spoke to the person at the front desk at the Brassfield
No. They give their name. Come on. What person at the front desk? So I'll tell you right now, there's a heavy-set guy usually there when I go in, and a black female at the desk. So what are their names?
Yeah, I spoke with the female. I think her name was Sharon or...
Yeah, well,
Sharon.
Guess what? There's no black female at the desk. I lied.
Yeah, I don't know
all right, so you just lost all credibility with me. How's that sound?
Mike,
There's
are
no
you
black
saying...
female.
Mike, it's Randy. Are you saying that you spoke to somebody at Gold's Gym?
I spoke to a female. I don't know what skin color the person was.
Well, no,
but
that's not what you just said, though. That's not what you just said. You said I spoke to the black female at the desk. That's what you said. But there's no black female at the desk. Matter of fact, there's no female at the desk at all. Okay?
Well, that sounds like
there's two guys,
Mike,
actually.
Did you really... Mike, are you sure you called the right Gold's Gym?
Yes, because there's somebody there that knows Joseph, and I have heard from multiple people he is not dating that female trainer that works there. He's full of crap.
Okay,
and
first of all, there's several female trainers there, okay? There's like maybe 8 of them, actually, and there's 4 male trainers. I think there's 4. I don't know. Quote me on that. Pretty big guys, actually, bodybuilders. But I don't know who you talk to or you claim you're talking to, but that's okay. Listen, I'm not dating anybody anyway, so that's clear. And anything else you want to add?
I don't remember Joey saying that he was technically dating that woman over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
He said he had a new girl. Yes, Joseph lied to us.
No.
He said he had a new girlfriend, that he had slept with her, and he's
No.
dating a new girl.
No. All right, now you're going way out of control here. All right, well, now you're slandering my name here, so, that's not true. But even if I did, what business is it of anybody else's?
First of all, I'd like to tell Randy to shut up so I can get my point across. Secondly,
shut up,
Joseph, okay, you told us, the gal that works in there, I've heard, is a pretty good-looking woman, and that's how I knew that you were not dating her.
The gal that works in there, I just told you, there's several that work in there. 8 women, actually, work in there.
And you're not dating
so
you
spoke to one of the 8, obviously. What was her name, by the way, that you spoke to, the gal?
Let's see.
how did
Thursday
you speak to her, anyway?
I think her
Thursday
name was
morning?
Sharon, or...
Sharon? Nope.
Damn, what's her name? I can't think of her name off the top of my head.
Can't. Well, then you have no credibility right now.
Joey, I'm trying to back you up on this. I feel like as if sometimes you're getting the raw end of the deal here, and I don't appreciate Mike telling me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that was wrong. That was disrespectful.
Yeah, very disrespectful.
I mean, what did Randy do to you, Mike? What did Randy do to you? Why would you tell him to shut the F up? I mean, that was very disrespectful.
Are you going to let me speak? Here's why. I'm friends. Well, my friend is a friend that is a trainer at that gym, a friend of a friend, And he
Really?
knows who you are, okay? And here's one other thing people don't realize. You can't bench press even a 135. You can't even...
Really?
You couldn't even do...
Really?
I
Not even
guarantee you couldn't
135?
do reps
Wow.
with a 45 on each side, with something a high
Really?
school kid could do. I
Really?
don't think you could do it. From what I've heard, you are not that strong.
Really, not that strong. Well, remember from what you heard, though, I also weighed 290 pounds, and I couldn't see my dick and stuff like that, too, remember? I mean,
no,
remember
I
that one?
think
Yeah, you know, come on, man.
You're
Look.
weaker. You're all mouth, is what they said. And
I am.
Hey,
Well, but you see, nobody
like
ever closes it, though. But nobody ever closes my mouth, though. Why not close it for me? You know?
I would like to challenge you to a strongman competition. And I can make it to your gym, and we can do squat, bench press, and deadlift.
Where's it going to be?
Well, we could do it at your gym if that's where you're comfortable, or anywhere else.
Sure.
Whatever gym you want to go to.
Wherever you would like to go. Wherever you would like to go.
You know. And I don't know if we have to wait till COVID's over or not, but it's a strongman competition, and let's see what your max is on the squat, the dead, and the bench. And, you know, and I guarantee, even if you wear a weight belt and knee straps, knee sleeves to do the squat, you can't even probably squat 225.
Really?
I bet you'll fall on your little puny ass.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're so concerned about me and my gym and what I do in my personal life. I mean, I'm so happy that you think about me so much. I mean, it's probably why my ears ring so much. But, I mean, is there anybody else out there, too, like you, that thinks about me all day long?
Hey, Joey, if I could, Mike, do you live? Are you local to the area?
No, but, you know, I'm so sick of this. You know, I like Joe's show, but I think he fucking lies to us, and I get pissed off when I hear, "Oh, I'm dating a trainer. I'm a big badass. I'm dating a trainer."
Never said that.
I don't like cocky attitude. That's why I want to come in there, and I'll lift twice as much as this little scrawny fucking ass.
All right. Hey, I like the challenge, man. That's good, Mike.
Mouth.
Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. Is that really your name, Mike Hunt?
Yes, it is.
It
Michael.
Is. Why do you call from a private number, though, all the time?
Because I don't want weirdos calling me at 2 in the morning that give out my number and all that kind of stuff. I don't need you.
What weirdos would do that? What weirdos would do that?
I have no clue. Why in the hell would I give out my number to a bunch of strangers on the internet? And hey, Randy, be quiet so I can talk to Joe. Don't chime in anymore. I'd like to talk to Joe just for one more minute, okay?
All right. Okay.
Joseph, what is your max in bench press? What do you bench?
What was my max or is now?
Both.
Well, what was my max at one time? It was about 420, 425, 430. I think it was about 10 years ago.
Okay. So if you bench 405, that's 4 big plates on each side. That's 405. You're
they
saying
got 5-pound plates, 10-pound plates, 25-pound plates, 35-pound, and 45-pound plates. Okay, you know that, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're saying you can bench over 400 pounds. Is that a single, or you can do it for reps?
Oh, I think I did it like 2 times that time. I don't know. It was 10 years ago. Well, it was about 10, 12 years ago. It's been a while.
You're busted, and I'll tell you why. Either you're lying or you're on steroids. You are on steroids or you're lying. One of the two.
I was doing
Can I say that, Chad?
Lying to your fucking audience again.
We have a Chad from Gold's
Gym. That's your call, man. That's your call.
I believe we have Chad from Gold's Gym on the line. He's saying.
Chad, oh boy,
111.
Chad. Who's Chad? Another blocked phone. Another blocked number. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. All right, how many? I got 4 of them here though, so I don't know which one it is. So
hold on.
I mean, I don't want to hear hello, and nonsense like that. You know what I mean? So, Chad, call in from your regular number. That's what you know what I mean. Come on.
I'll give you
anyway,
time.
To clear it up, Mike Hunt. First of all, I don't know where you're getting your stories from, but clearly you're so full of shit, it's not even funny. And if you want to challenge me to anything you want, you're more than welcome. You claim you know the gym I go to. Nobody ever shows up there. I mean, nobody's ever said boo to me there. And I'm not a social bug that everyone knows. There's a few people I do befriend in there, and I say hi and bye and stuff like that. And there was a girl there, yes, that gave me her phone number and asked me out. Okay, I was not dating her. I have never dated her, and I don't plan on dating her. Okay. So let's clear
he's
that
on
up right there.
978, Joey. 978.
978?
Yeah, I'm sorry, he was not a block number.
Yeah, he didn't push 978. So I see the number, though. He needs to push 1 because I just don't want to connect people without, without their permission. But Mike Hunt, are you done? You got any more allegations you want to throw my way? Because I'm sweating bullets right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. You're attacking me.
I think when he gets on the line,
there he goes. There's 978. Okay, there you go. Well, they got to press 1, because I don't want to just connect somebody without their permission.
You're right.
Well, I got 3 978, so spoofing their numbers tonight. Okay, go ahead, 978.
Hello, this is Chad. I'm a personal trainer over at Gold's
Same
Gym.
guy.
And I just want to tell you that I can attest to Joe's record-breaking bench press. I was there. His name was on the board. It was, I believe it was 475 pounds for 2 reps. Is that right, Joe?
No, it wasn't 475, but I appreciate you giving me a pat on the back and trying to boost my confidence.
But then we found out that they were bumper plates. They were only 10 pounds, and they were CrossFit bumper plates. They were CrossFit bumper plates. So you maxed out at 4 reps at 80 pounds, and it's very horrible. We took down your record. We took it down, and we won't use it anymore.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Well, that's fine. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, what am I supposed to do now? Be all worried now when I go to the gym tomorrow?
You don't lift weights.
I don't lift weights now at all either, do I? Huh?
And you stand there and you jerk off and you watch all the men work out. You jerk off. You touch yourself.
All right, buddy. All right. Let's clean it up here. All right. You got to go. All right. Anything else now? Anybody else? I see a couple more want to jump into the conversation. Okay, go ahead. Who disabled my chat room tonight? That's what I want to know. Go ahead,
I want to know too.
Go ahead, 209. You pressed 1. Area code 209. No. Going 1.
No, 209.
Going 209. 209. 309. 209. Come on. He probably doesn't know the number because it's spoofed, and he doesn't even know his own number he's calling in from. But, all right. No. You don't want to talk 209? All right. I'll see you later. All right, guys. Anybody else now want to jump in here? I guess you want to attack me. That's fine. I mean, that's what we'll do this for a little while if you want. But you're not going to get me upset. And it's kind of funny, actually. So anything else you want to attack me on, Mike Hunt?
Yeah, well, if you win the competition, what do you want, a medal or a chest to pin it on, you fucking wimp? I don't think you can
I don't know, Mike Hunt.
That's
I know. Mike Hunt, how about your real name and your phone number? Can I get that if I win?
No, because I don't want you calling me back. From what I've heard, you're a weirdo, and you're looking at the guys' little short shorts and not the women. I don't know why you said you dated a female trainer. You're probably looking at the guys. Who's that last guy that called in? It sounded like he was your boyfriend there. He said he was bench press. What, was he spotting you with his nut sack in your face while he was benching?
I don't know. Maybe. Why don't you spot me next time? How about that, huh? Yeah.
Well, you said you could bench 435 for reps. Who out there thinks that
I
Joey
said I
can
did
do
it
that
one time.
steroids?
I don't know. I said I can't remember if it was 420 or 430.
Steroids. And by the sound
steroids.
of you,
why you got to take steroids? Why steroids? Why?
That's why I'm asking you that. If you're benching
I never took steroids.
Weight, that's what it
Have you
sounds
ever seen
like
my picture,
me.
buddy? Have you ever seen what I look like? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you look like
following around all over my Facebook.
You don't even look that big. You look like an average person. There's no way you could bench 400.
I thought I was fat, not out of
shape.
I thought I was fat and out of shape. That's what everybody was saying. You know. I actually did get put on weight over the years, years ago, but I think it was for about 2.5 years I was overweight actually, and then I had enough and I slimmed back down and got back into shape. Happens, But that's called life, You got your ups and downs, and I decided to take care of my body again. So, but I've always been pretty much in shape all my life. So, but when you sit around and do nothing for a while, you start to get fat and lazy, and that happens. But I changed it. So now I'm in tip-top shape, and I can snap your neck like a breadstick, Mike, huh?
I don't know. That sounds like a Freudian slip. It sounds like you're wanting to play with a lot of other poles other than the weight bar. To me, it sounds like a Freudian slip.
Maybe. But the problem is I can't find your pole because it's an antenna. All right.
Yeah. Why are you attacking Joe like this? I mean, this seems like it's there's really no need for it. It seems as if he's answered your question. He said 430 pounds or 420.
Fuck off, Randy, because he lied to us. I'll tell you that's why. I'm tired of him. I dated this trainer, this hot trainer at the gym. He told us about a week or two ago, and he's full of shit. I'm calling him out on it.
Was it sure it was last year, maybe?
I asked my buddy to find out. He said, there's no fucking way Joe is dating that chick. There's no way. He's fucking lying. And I'm tired.
There's only one girl.
I like
There's only one girl.
Show.
Only one girl at the works at Gold's Gym, huh?
I'm a fan of the show, but I don't like it when Joey tries to bullshit us. And I'm calling him out on his bullshit with the bench press. He's a fucking liar. And dating a trainer, you're full of shit. So, Joey, be honest with your fucking listeners. And keep it real, man.
All right.
Are there any other callers that maybe can ease the tensions here?
I don't know. I guess they want to attack me tonight. I mean, we'll do this for a little while if you want to attack me, but I don't want to carry on for 2 hours here.
I got your back, Joey. I got your back on this shit.
Joe here, I mean.
I got you.
Okay, 857. Go ahead, 857. You just pressed 1. Go ahead.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Hey, so, it's J-Bo. I used to work out with Randy, and when Randy and I would work out, what we would do is one day we would train our chest, another day it would be back, then we would do shoulders, then we would do arms, and then we would have a leg day. So I'm trying to think.
That's the proper way to work out. You're absolutely right. I used to like to push one day and pull the next.
Right.
That's what it's like. That's the proper way I used to do it. Now I do, like what you're saying, just focus on one part of the body.
You like to pull it.
Yeah.
So the way Mike had me working out, is Mike Hunt still on the line by any chance?
Yeah, he's still there. You can hear his little weasel voice maybe in the background.
No, fuck off, Joey.
Well, Mike wrote me out a program. I got really sick, and I went all the way down to 200 pounds. And then Mike wrote a program for me, and I ended up going all the way up to 265 pounds. And I was completely chiseled. I'm still the same. You're
a big guy.
Very good.
265.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, he is. He's a big guy for sure.
Yeah. And Randy and I did the program that Mike wrote for us. The only problem that I had was so when I would spot Randy and he would breathe out, when you're pressing up during the push, you have to breathe out obviously so you can breathe, right? Whenever Randy would do that, sometimes
I hope he doesn't. I hope you don't tell this story, but go ahead, fuck it. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it was. I was wearing compression shorts, but I could still feel like his breath on my balls. And, I don't know if you've ever had a spotter over you or you were spotting somebody, but if they breathe out and they accidentally get their breath on your balls, you immediately get an erection. Has that ever happened to you before?
No, it hasn't. But preferably I don't like, people spotting me. I like to, but when I'm doing heavy weight like I did years ago, then, you got to have a spotter. But
well, that was one of the reasons we kind of stopped working out because it I don't know. It kind of, we worked out really good together, but at times I almost felt like as if he was purposely dangling him a little closer to me, and it was just like, and it constantly pushing me to put more weights on the bar, and anyways, yeah, we worked out together for quite some time.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Hopefully you guys, did pretty good, and we guys obviously are friends, so that's good. Anybody else now want to cue in here? Mike Hunt, anything else you want to say now? You're a fan of the show. Why are you a fan of the show, Mike Hunt?
Because at times you use your platform for good, and you put out a lot of information that needs to be spoken on many different issues, and I respect you for that. But don't you dare bullshit me, because we not only can we do a liftoff, we can do an Oklahoma drill out in the parking lot. We run at each other, football training style. Oklahoma drill, and I'll knock you on your ass. Let's put that on the show. We'll fucking record it.
Oh, Mike Hunt, how big are you? Are you 265 pounds, 6'5", bench pressing, 500 pounds or something, 550? What's up with you?
Okay, yes, I'm a former football player. I am 6'5", 290 pounds, and I ride a Harley. Rain or sun or shine or snow or anything else, I ride my fucking Harley.
I didn't say ride. So you ride Harley, you said, or a Harley?
You will notice me because I'm the biggest guy in town on a Harley with a can of muscle milk in the saddlebags, and I'll fucking outlift anybody. And let's do an Oklahoma drill, and and I'll tell you what. Then I'll take that trainer out, and I'll show her what a real man is. What do you think about that, Joey?
I say go for it. Good for you.
No,
where we got to do this at? In
Joe,
Oklahoma, or what's an Oklahoma drill? I never heard of that, actually.
Well, Joe, I would be wary about Mike, because I've seen him in person. We spoke on Skype a couple of times and everything, and the guy just keeps getting bigger. I mean, he's huge. He makes me look like, a cruiserweight.
Really?
And
wow.
Yeah, no, he's really big. And they wrote a song about Mike down in Big Spring, Texas. It's the lyrics are over here somewhere. I think Randy knows the song as well too. It's called I believe it's I like to ride big motorcycles. I like to eat pussy too.
Mm-hmm.
I like to kick the shit out of punkers and faggots. And if you don't like it,
if you
fuck
don't
you.
like it,
Right,
fuck you.
Yep.
Hey,
well, that's a song. It's a song. I don't like it, but it's about Mike.
Well, you guys do pretty good. Who's sending me the text messages saying, asking me if I shave my genitals and everything? Anybody on the phone line here tonight does that?
Oh my God. No, not here.
Oh,
I get them all the time, Oh, Doug,
that's
probably.
Doug.
Okay.
Doug.
All right. Well,
Yeah, Doug always sends those out. I mean,
I think I'm gonna change my phone number though. That's what I think I'm gonna do. It's just getting to the point where it's getting a little bit aggravating. So I gotta change my phone number maybe. But nobody's gonna get that number. I guarantee you that. Matter of fact, I think I'm not even gonna have a cell phone anymore. What the hell? Why have a cell phone? I mean, I never leave home anyway, except to go to the gym. And they got a phone there. So why would I need a cell phone?
Well, but as a businessman, you kind of have to have one, I would imagine.
No, I'm not a businessman. What are you talking about?
I thought you owned your business.
Well, I don't own a business. I do things as a hobby. That's about it. But now it's winter time, and the outdoor work is pretty much done. So, and really, with this COVID thing, you really can't get out anymore and mingle with people and talk to people in the public. So I've just been staying home. And from what I hear, this COVID thing's going to last for a while. So we're going to be on lockdown again. So what the hell? Why am I going to pay for a cell phone?
Yeah, they. You know what they did here in L.A. just right now? They just locked down the whole city now, the whole county. Now you can't even do outside dining.
Really?
So that means California's going to follow. Yeah, that just broke about a half hour ago.
Well, what do you think about this lockdown there? Hey, Mike Hunt's still there. What do you think, Mike? What are you going to do with it? You won't be able to drive that Harley no more.
Oh, bullshit. I'll ride my Harley and kick ass and lift weights every day. And if you think
you're going to end up like Barry Croft in a federal prison if you actually keep with that attitude, right?
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. But I'll tell you what, I bet I could date that trainer before you could.
Maybe you could.
I'll take her away from you.
She's probably mad at me because she gave me her number and I never called her, so.
Oh, that's bullshit from what I heard.
I never really see her anymore anyway, so at the gym. Maybe she works at another gym now. I don't know.
Well, if anyone,
she was hot, though. She was a pretty girl, though.
If anyone needs a spotter, let me know, because I love spotting people, especially during the bench press or even squat. Randy, when Randy was squatting about 515, 525, I got behind him to spot him, held his hip.
Now you're going to tell this story. Okay, all right, well.
Everybody's attacking Randy tonight, too. What's up with that?
Well, no, this is true. We were working out together. I just, some of these stories are kind of uncomfortable, and he said, I felt like it was just maybe the supplements or whatnot. But all right, go ahead, J-Bo.
Well, I mean, it's not really the supplements, I guess. It's just, I believe that after you're done benching and you go and you squat, there's a lot of heat generated from the bench, and there's a nice there's almost like a heat shield or a heat force coming from Randy's backside, if you will. Maybe it was his hamstrings, maybe it was something else. But I had accidentally brushed my groin up against Randy, and I then again got another erection, which ruined our workout.
Well, if you don't mind, J-Bo, I just wanted to get to some news here. Somebody sent me an affidavit here. This is actually about the election. About the election, fraud.
I run hot. I run hot as it is, and I, he has he's an animal with the women, but I think maybe he's ready to go. Whenever he senses heat, he's very primitive. I don't know.
All right. Well, you guys can have a conversation about that. I really got to report this here. It's very important to the people out there that are listening. Really, like Mike Hunt said, information that needs to get out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got one quick story. Joe,
I'll get to you. I promise. I'll get to you. I promise. I will get to you. But this election exhibit came in. This is obviously this is an affidavit. I don't know what this is about, but somebody sent it to me, so maybe I should read it. Because it kind of concerns your country. But this is an affidavit that's handwritten, and we've got to obtain a copy of this. Alexandra, I can't read the last name, Seeley, I think it is, being sworn, declares under penalty of perjury, I am personally familiar with the facts stated in this affidavit and, if sworn as a witness, am competent to testify to them as well. I am a registered voter in the state of Michigan. I was a poll challenger for Wayne County, Michigan at TCF's Center on November 4th, 2020. From 10 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. Number 4, I challenged 10 votes at table 23. They would not take out the log to recure my challenges. I had to write names and ballot numbers on my own. I asked. Let's see. It's in handwriting. It's handwritten. This affidavit, so it's hard to understand the handwriting, but. If I go slow, I could read it. I asked to make incident reports. They would not allow me and said they will make a note in the computer. They did not proceed to keep counting. I was harassed and threatened to be thrown out multiple times, accused of taking photos whenever I did, and told I would be thrown out. No one had No one had name tags except the GOP challengers. They told everyone to go to lunch if they haven't ate. Only the ballot counters could stay in the room to eat. Challengers and others had to leave the room to eat. Then they would not allow them back in and said they were at max capacity. Prior to this, the room was packed. After it was almost less than half packed. After they ejected them, it was half full. They wouldn't let anyone in for almost 2 hours after. And this is page 1 of 4, I guess. This is it's Exhibit 1. And then you go to number 9. People started to notice, and it goes on and on and on. Then number 11 is very interesting. It says 5 ballots wouldn't be seen were not scanned into the computer, and the effector said to keep scanning them, then took them from the table. I don't know where they went from there. They also could not put them in a he's got 2 words written over each other, a ballot bin, spilled ballot bin, that's what it says. They wouldn't at any other GOP people, wouldn't let any other GOP people near me. or near the table to be in, I guess, an observer. Of my challenges, they would threaten to throw the GOP lawyers out that would come up to me to ask what I was doing. Number 13, I was called a bigot and a cunt. She covered my name tag. There was backpacks and suitcases that were saran wrapped in the back at the counting room over the I can't read that word. I don't know what it is. The ballot numbers did not match the envelope ballot number. I would challenge they would not reward it or allow it. Me to make any incident report. They would put a piece of tape over the ballot number attached to ballot and write the number on an envelope. Then would count it. I would get yelled at for challenging and saying I can't speak out. Then they would try to hide the ballot numbers. Okay, so this all has to do with the election fraud in Michigan. Scan down here because I didn't review this yet to make sure, but let's go down here. Let's got signatures at the bottom. This is handwritten, so this is a sworn affidavit about the saran wrap bags. This is the last page. Bags, and the security guard said, "Don't worry about it," and that we would walk away. My dad asked, "What are those security guards? What did that security guard say? If we did not walk away, he would call the police and have us arrested." I had a person who had 2 different ballots, and they counted both, would not let me document it. They said they documented it in a computer. There was backpacks, again, he says duffel bags everywhere. So basically, when the military ballots came in, they came through a backpack, came through double doors at the counting. So this is all handwritten. This obviously has to do with the election fraud in Michigan, and this is a sworn affidavit. And I've got a couple letters here actually that I've been given. These are exhibits, so I'm not going to read them all to you, but I'm going to see if I can get this posted somewhere. This is information here that we break in here for you. I don't know if anyone else has gotten this or reported on this, but this is this is the fraud. And this is serious stuff. And then we got that is officially stamped by a notary. By Kimberly Joe Matson, Notary Public of Michigan, County of Wayne. My commission expires 9/2/24, acting in the County of Wayne. And then sworn before me on this day, Kimberly Matson, acting in the state of Michigan, and she signs it too. So this is sworn, and then they got the, I probably should have scrolled down before even reading. This is down to the typed version, and I could have read it a little bit better. But we could post this up, the sworn affidavit somewhere, and you guys could read it. But this goes to show you that presidents are selected. Okay, and we've been saying that for years. Your vote does not really count. This is insane. This is crazy. This country is in the brink of a civil war. People just don't understand this. One paragraph here, I witnessed a meeting between an election worker team leads where they gathered together and spoke. This meeting ended in a cheer. Many of these team leads wore a mask or other material supporting Black Lives Matter or other political causes. At approximately 11:43 p.m., I heard one of the team leads yell, "This is our house tonight." At approximately midnight, I heard this same man say racist remarks about black people who support Donald Trump. I believe these remarks were directed at me. This goes on and on and on and on, and this is very interesting. Whoever sent this to me, and maybe someone can comment on this if they could. A legitimate caller who can comment on this, that would be great. It's up to you, whoever. I know this person's probably listening that sent it to me, but we're going to post this on social media. I'm going to try to send it to some of my friends out there in the media and that alternative media, and see if they'll be willing to verify this and cross-reference it. So, I got this from a source, obviously, and just like the source that called in the night after the election that called in and told me about the smart computers, and we reported on that. We were the first to report on that, actually. Mike Hunt, you could verify that because you don't like lies. We reported on the smart computers first before even Fox News did. So, and the Michigan Attorney General is going on that to investigating that. So, all right, let me connect a couple callers. Hopefully, we'll get to some good knowledge here. Let me connect my first caller here, a new caller, and then I'll go back up the line. 203, go ahead.
Oh, my. What a show this evening, huh? Sort of makes you wonder. I wonder why everyone goes lifting weights. It seems to me be a homosexual activity. I mean, that's okay with me. People can do what they want, but that's what it appears. Yeah, I can't comment too much about those 234 pages of affidavits that you just read, but they are handwritten, and each one of them is notarized. And they did take the servers that were doing this out of Germany, and it was the good guys who got the servers, where they finagled all the votes and everything. And you're right, they're selected, they're not elected. And as you know, it's all the Democratic-run cities. They can get away with anything because they've got everybody on their side. It's been that way for many years, and it'll probably continue to go that way. You know, Joe Biden's getting some flack now from AOC and everybody because he's tending not to lean their way. And, you know, she got up and she basically, well, I can't say she threatened him, but I can say she threatened him. You know, you're going to do what we want or else. So they are definitely the left wing nut jobs, the left wing who wants socialist country. And we're just going to have to see the way it goes. I said the other day that I think Trump's going to win, but based on the way all these liberal left-wing judges and everything are just throwing all the laws out and overriding them and everything. And I mean, look at Cuomo, the governor of New York. The reporter asked a question of him, and he told him, you know, let's not be condescending or whatever he said, and then right away he says, but you're 100% wrong, you know, and I don't care what you think. You know, I mean, what kind of attitude is that? It goes to show you that they can get away with anything they want, and they probably will for a long time. But just like other people on here who like to screw around, like to do things, and, you know, everybody gets a kick out of hurting other people and everything and doing things they shouldn't. And I just like to say to all those left-wing whack jobs, to all those politicians, to all the people that are doing all things wrong, you know, you're going to poke a dog, and you're going to poke a dog. Pretty soon you're going to get bit. And you know what? Chances are it's going to be worse than you thought because you put your guard down. That's it for me this evening. Thank you.
All righty. All right. There we go. Another caller there that made a comment. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Let me connect 951 back. Go ahead.
Hey, Joey. So I wanted to read the article for the one that just came out for L.A. County. This is how they suspended outdoor dining at restaurants as coronavirus surges. It's a real quick little read. In a devastating blow to Los Angeles struggling restaurant industry, LA County public health officials on Sunday announced they will suspend outdoor dining at restaurants amid a surge of new coronavirus cases. This is gonna, and what's happening is whenever LA does something like this, San Diego soon follows, and once the bottom two fall, everyone else, it goes L.A., Riverside, then San Diego, and then after that, every single time this happens, the whole state does it as well. So I anticipate the whole state will be completely 100% shut down, except for like hospitals and grocery stores and whatnot. I mean, I know everyone's being directly affected by this, and I don't know what they expect to accomplish with this because this virus is not as serious as they say it is. I know that a lot of people, like matter of fact, J-Bo's family is in the restaurant industry. Now that I think of it, I'm curious to see what his family. What they're going to do, because I think they have like a small restaurant, but I think it's still like 53 tables. They employ a little over 30 people, I believe. Would you mind asking him how this is going to affect him? Because that's in the LA area. That's where his family has the restaurant.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get him on here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me close out this. All right. Hang on. I'll cancel that. All right. Is he on here, J-Bo? You still on here, J-Bo? Let me see if he's still on here. Where is he? 978 maybe? Is that him? Go ahead, Jabo. You still there? No, I don't think he's here. I don't think he's still here. He's got to press 1 if he is. So let's see. I know Mike Hunt. Let's see. Let me try. Let's see who we got here. Go ahead. I'll connect you guys. Go ahead.
Hello, Joe. This is Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, is Jabo still there too?
Yeah, this is Jabo. How you doing?
Oh, that's
all right.
He's drunk again.
All right, Doug. Okay,
that
Doug.
Doug Kosoff, that son of a bitch.
This is Jabo. How you doing?
Doug,
doing good.
How's it going, Doug? Are you doing good today?
Yeah, Randy. I'm Jabo.
So Joey, I don't know if you know, but I have been speaking to Doug off the air for quite some time now. We've become pretty good friends now, but he does have a drinking problem. And it's not. I mean, we all have our demons, right? And I've been trying to, not be judgmental and help him out.
What are you talking about? This is Jabo.
He's trying to stay within 3. He says 3 beers. He wants to stay within 3, but what was it on Friday? I called him. He was at beer number 4, which is still pretty damn good. But he's hurting. Sorry, he's hurting. So, and if anyone else calls in, don't everyone jump on Doug. Doug's a good guy. He's just going through some, going through some stuff. We've all been there.
It's Jabo. How you doing?
All right. Well, Jabo.
All right.
Punk ass.
Go ahead. All right. Okay. Well,
all right.
Have fun.
Thanks, Doug.
Let's see here. All right. Mike, you want to say something, Mike?
Yeah, I do. And I want to be honest about my past that
I have a poem for Mike.
Oh, God.
Mike, the hermaphrodite. Mike.
Doug, you cool?
All right. Well,
Doug,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Take it easy there, Doug. We'll just sleep it off for a little while. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike. You want to talk?
Yes, when I was doing my max bench, I was on a steroid cycle. I'm not taking them, and I advise everybody not to stay on them. If you are, it will damage your liver and kidneys. However, the best stack I found was testosterone injections, Cialis and Viagra, and steroids. And if you're on a real cycle, you can do something called cock push-ups. So any female trainer, you want to turn on a female trainer, you can lay down flat, start doing certain activities, and you can raise your body up off the ground with your dick if you take a real stack. Plus, you can bench 500 pounds. And I guarantee I could snap that little Doug, that alcoholic little faggot, because all he does is
I just told you not to. Don't say that about him.
Well, you know what? I take that back. I take it back. Doug, I want you to get well and stop drinking, start eating food, and start lifting weights and get strong mentally and physically. Right. Last point here, Joey, if you go on any of these hormones, okay, I've seen guys overdo it on the testosterone injections. You get so much hormone that if you see a female tranny, anything in a skirt will make your dick hard. You will, Joseph Gibson, be hard from a transsexual, okay? Don't overdo it. All
right, well, I appreciate the advice, man. I appreciate the advice. Thank you very much.
Hey, Jabo's 857. He's back.
857. All right. We'll see if we can connect him back here. All right. There he is. Yep. All right. Go ahead, Jabo.
He has family that owns a restaurant in L.A.
Yeah, you own a restaurant business. How's that affecting you, this COVID thing, especially if they shut down the state?
No, his family owns it. He doesn't.
Oh, okay. His family. Yeah. Is that affecting your family?
Yeah, I mean, so when they opened up Pepe's Picarello, I guess it's called. I don't know. People call it PPs, which I think is terrible. But, yeah, no, it's affecting them a little bit. So what they had to do was they had everyone outside because of COVID, and then it ended up where somebody in one of those little, I think they call them fagios or something, those little scooters, they ended up kind of running over one of the patrons, so they had to shut everything down. So it wasn't really COVID that caused the issue. I mean, it did by having everyone eat outside, but then one of the people in the scooters ended up fucking up and, running someone over.
Can this person? Oh yeah. Well, that person that sent me those documents. Can you email me those exhibits, please? Because I cannot. It's in Messenger, and I cannot copy and paste it and send it out. So if you can email it to me, I can forward it to these people. But I cannot forward that on to my media contacts. So if you could email me that exhibit, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not going to say who sent it to me and whatnot, but I know the person's listening. So, anyway.
I wish the chat room was open so you could share that.
Yeah, the chat room's pretty much shut down. So, I'm sorry about that, guys. That's the way it goes. But anyone else want to join in here real quick? Because if not, then I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show here at the first hour mark. So, which we're about there now. 59 minutes. We're there now. So.
You got to take off soon?
Yeah, actually, because I had scheduled guests, like I told you, and they canceled on me. So that would pretty much negate my what I had planned here. But I only had them set up for an hour anyway. So, but if you guys got something else you want to add here, you're more than welcome to.
J-Bo,
I don't see any new callers here.
Is J-Bo still on the line, or is he muted?
Yeah, he's still here.
No, I'm still here. I was going to share the news about the customer that actually ended up running over one of the patrons at my family's restaurant.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead. We got time here.
Yeah, he unfortunately, we don't want to press charges because we understand that he's trying to be nice about this. He's not of sound mind in body, but it was actually Doug. We had invited Doug over there for it was supposed to be Doug and his friends. We bought him a plane ticket. He was supposed to come down there for an intervention because he has a very bad alcohol problem. And he ended up completely shit-faced, stealing someone's scooter and actually running over one of the patrons, which it wasn't good.
That's why I said I didn't want to affect him. So I hope by you telling this story, it doesn't, send him over the edge. That's kind of why I said that earlier, not to give him such a hard time, but I guess the cat's out of the bag now, so.
Yeah, I try to hide it, but, it's very difficult. Plus, when he gets completely wasted, he goes around telling everybody, he's like, I got ran over people. It's just weird. So.
Yeah, it is. Is Doug still on the line, Joey?
I think Doug is still there. Maybe we should connect him back, let him have his final thoughts, I guess you could say, if he has any.
Sure. Yeah, if he has any. Right now, I doubt he does.
Hey, this is J-Bo. What's going on?
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
We got two J-Bos on the phone here. Oh, boy.
I lift 500 pounds. I could lift it.
Doug, how much?
I think I got something here to play for that, for alcoholism, actually.
500.
Somebody left me something there for that, but I might have it. Yeah, I might have it. Let's see here. It's about a minute long.
Doug, are you okay, man? Seriously, are you all right? We sent you back.
This is J-Bo.
Lord, I heard this was a lady slapper. Lord, don't wear those ladies that didn't live right. Well, I need a new truck, 'cause the last one is in the lake. It was all clean, but I've got to set my damn fog tray. He forgot to set fog tray. What an idiotic mistake. But another thing that's dumb, he forgot the beer in the trunk. Well, I need a new dog. Cause the last one was in the trunk. He was my best friend. I hope someday we can make amends. He forgot the dog in the trunk. Damn, he must have been drunk. What must he been thinking while he was his truck using?
There you go. That was for you, Doug.
That really fit
J-Bo.
Doug's situation.
Thank you.
He does
that was
have
a good
dog,
song for
old
Doug.
Labrador Retriever. Doug, hold on 1 second, if you would, please. Doug does have a golden lab, and
this is terrible. What are you talking
I'm afraid
about?
that he has in fact, I don't want to say abused the dog because he hasn't done that. He loves that dog, but there have been times where he has been where he has gotten in trouble for leaving that dog in the truck with the windows up multiple times.
Oh, Doug, that's terrible. That's terrible. Was the
Doug,
dog also his wife?
You, though, right? What's that?
I mean, that's bad. That's bad. That's just terrible. I mean, that's just pure evil, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to say Doug.
What's wrong with that dog guy being that evil?
He's not that bad. I mean, he kisses the dog sometimes.
He must be bad if he's like that.
Oh, Jesus. You sound just like me, Doug. It's very, very good impression. Can you do an impression of a drunk?
This is Cable. What are you talking about?
Yeah, good one. That's good. Pretty good.
That was great. I am a drunk, but yeah.
Yeah. Man, well, hey Joey, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen with this COVID? You think they're going to put the whole country on lockdown?
I think they'll put us on lockdown right before we snap into a going crazy. That the vaccination will come on out and the government
sounds
save
like
us
fear mongering to me.
Yeah, the government will save us.
I don't know
like a fear monger.
You should look up Huntington Beach.
The whole world's going to shit, you fear monger.
Yeah, maybe you should just mute.
Actually, it is going to shit.
He's a little too drunk.
Yeah, maybe I ought to mute me.
Yeah.
I got to go lift some weights.
Okay.
Yeah. 500 pounds.
All right. Joey, you should look up Huntington Beach protests.
Huntington Beach protests, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. What happened? Just fill me in though before I see it.
So last night at 10 o'clock, a ton of people were out protesting the curfew. So
is this some kind of gay protest?
Oh man, this is going to be difficult to talk when we got this drunk.
Come on now, Dougie. Come on, Dougie. Give him a break. Let him tell the story.
This is J-Bo. What are you talking about?
Or J-Bo. Well, that's the phony J-Bo there. You're the phony J-Bo. So, come on now. I'm going to have to mute you there.
Yeah, you're going to have to get muted, buddy. You have to calm down.
Oh,
remember.
That's scary.
No,
don't scare me like that.
Just ask your wife and kids.
All right, we got to shut him down there. All right, go ahead, Randy. Tell me the story.
Anyway, so the Huntington Beach just had a protest at 10 o'clock last night, and the streets were packed with protesters and a lot of pro-Trump supporters, and obviously the cops couldn't do shit about it. I think it's going to continue. It's only going to get bigger and bigger.
They were pro-Trump supporters. What were they protesting? The lockdown or the curfew?
The lockdown, yeah, the curfew. That's at least that was the purpose of this protest.
Wow, I think you're right. And are you prepared? Are you ready? I mean, what are you going to do if electricity goes out and shit hits the fan and you got 30, 40 roving bands of gang members coming your way or looters coming at your house? What are you going to do?
It'll happen.
I'm prepared.
You can't prepare.
I have my weapons. I have gold. I have silver, physical gold and silver. I have solar panels. I have a battery backup system. I have water storage on the side of my home.
Wow.
I have the whole nine.
Good for you.
What are you gonna do when they come and take you? You know what's going to happen is you're going to see the police and everyone pull up your neighbor's house, and they're going to be dragging the people out, and you're going to go out there. What's going on? They're going to tell you COVID. They're infected. 2 weeks later, the people don't come back because they beheaded them, and you'll think, oh well, they died. What are you going to do when they come to your house? Because that's what they're going for.
Yeah, well, they can do that, but I'm going to be prepared. I don't care if it's the police or not.
Yeah, but how do you know what they're going to see? That everyone says that, but like for instance, if they kick down my front door right now, what could I do? What am I going to do? Shoot them? I'll be on the 6 o'clock news. There'll be a manhunt. They'll kill me dead. They'll hunt me down like a dog. What could I do? You know what I mean? So they take me. My next door neighbor's going to say, "Wow, that guy. Yeah, he was kind of a jerk anyway. We never liked him. You know what I mean?" And they laugh or whatever. And then they come snatch up the other guy next door. a month later, and then they do it a couple houses down, and that's how they're going to do it, and then what do you do? I mean, what do you do? You're it's like, I mean,
so
I think
let me
Barry,
ask,
when he was calling to the show, had this idea, but
what is the answer for that? Because that's a good question.
We all have to rise. We all have to rise up against these left-wing whack jobs, because that's their goal. Their goal is to shut down everything. And after time, you'll be begging them for help. And they're going to offer it to you. They're going to offer you a guaranteed income for the rest of your life, a check every month. And if you don't,
that's how they get you. That's how they control you, is by you becoming dependent on the government. I totally agree with that. I understand how that
works. Well, what
works.
it is they profile you, okay? There's a profile. What they do is they label you. Like, for instance, what would you attack me for? What would you come get me for? Well, Blog Talk Radio, right? This guy's out there. He's threatening people. He's voicing his opinion, or he's threatening people on the internet, communicating threats. So they snatch me up. Well, yeah, he's wrong. He's wrong, right? Well, why would they take you, Randy? Well, you just said the CPS story there. CPS, they got you, and he's a family member of them. You're wrong. They profile you. They'll pick a reason to justify why they take you, and people will buy it. People will buy into it, and then that's how they'll get you, And it's scary, and that's how they're going to do it. See, these people are very smart. They're very smart, and they know how to methodically do these things. And it's not the government itself. It's the people that are in charge of the government, the people that are allowing this to happen. They're the ones that are smart ones. Who are these people? Who are these bad people?
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everybody dependent on the government's teeth and win them over, and slowly but surely take full control of everything. And then that's when socialism slips right in, and it goes from socialism right into communism. And everyone's just going to be just so happy, and until they're hungry and they're dying of starvation.
Yeah, I think AOC and them want that type of crowd. They want that youth to utopia where everything's free and everything. But the thing of it is that I don't know if it's going to get that far. I think they're kind of like maybe they're getting a little impatient because another Donald Trump gets in there. They can't take that chance. Donald Trump, he was look, he might still be president. We don't know. He said, I'm not conceding. That could be the spark of the Civil War right there. What's the military going to do? Who's the military going to listen to? Donald Trump or Biden? Or the news media?
Yep, I think there's a good chance that the military would most likely go for Donald Trump. Nobody's done more for the military than Donald Trump in the past 20 years.
Why he did it. And why else is he bringing all the troops home? Why is he bringing all those battle-hardened troops that think war is bullshit? All those troops, they bringing them home, because he needs them. Because, the typical soldier that's at Fort Bragg, is shining shoes all day, going around screwing and, partying it up. They don't care. They'll do whatever they're told. But these troops that were over there that seen the bullshit, they're back over here, and they're like, hell no, we ain't rounding that American up. We ain't, you know what I mean? We're going to obey the Constitution. So, it's pretty scary. Scary stuff. But I'm glad you're prepared, Randy. That's good. At least you're awake.
Yeah, absolutely. I invest a little bit more in silver than gold, and let me tell you why. Because silver is a little more, for an ounce of silver, you're looking at about $27. I think it's about $25 an ounce right now. But if you go down to the coin store or to buy physical gold, there's usually a $2 markup, $2 to $3 markup per ounce. But with that, see, an ounce of gold right now is going, paper gold is about $1,800, $1,800, something like that. And then physical gold's about $2,000. So there's a decoupling that's taking place between physical gold and paper gold on the stock market. But let's say if you want to go out and buy yourself a can of, a little bit of food, it's better to pay with silver because it's a little easier. You're not going to give them a $2,000 worth of gold and buy out their whole store. So it's a really good idea to carry some silver with you. A mixture. For the big purchases, have yourself some gold coins. For the smaller purchases, you want to make sure that you carry yourself some silver.
That's right.
Silver's underpriced. It's going to skyrocket one of these days because it's used for everything more than gold.
Yep, absolutely. I agree 100%. And here's another thing about silver. Once if Biden does get in and he's talking about all this new Green Deal and all this shit, they're going to go hardcore into renewable and solar. And in each solar panel, there's a minimum of 1 ounce of silver. in each solar panel. So
really?
That's going to, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, and one of the largest silver mines in Mexico is being shut down this year. I don't know why, although I have my speculations as to why, to drive up the cost of silver. But anyways,
yeah, you're right.
Get yourself some silver.
You're right.
And don't do this, because I did, but if you take a solar panel or anything else and you put it in nitric acid, you'll turn the silver into a liquid, and the rest will stay. And then you could precipitate it out to a solid again.
Yeah. No, I believe it. I have quite a few solar panels on top of my roof right now. Although to me, of course, I'm going to keep the solar panels because they're worth gold, Because there's my electricity. As long as I have my grid tie inverter in place and my battery charger, I'm good to go.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, I guess we've been on here late enough here. We did go over doing what I regularly scheduled there that I really wanted to go. So had an interesting podcast as usual. But, I don't know if Doug wants to say something here before we go. I don't know if he's still there. Doug, you still there?
All right.
Doug? No?
Yeah, it's already 9:14.
All right, maybe not.
Listen
All right.
Let's listen in. What's he saying? Doug?
Yeah, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we almost caught you there.
We almost.
All righty.
Tommy, what?
Yeah, we caught you. We were listening. All righty, we got you. Message to the New World Order. All right, the Mad American.
This is how real people talk.
Well, that's great.
I got nothing else.
Come on, mama, someone come, my sister, someone come, my
That's
brother,
the Mad
someone
American.
come, my dad, I'm a
That's the Mad American.
What the hell?
I don't know. All right. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, anybody want some closing thoughts? Get to the podcast. Go ahead, and then we'll wrap it up here.
No, I think that's
you guys. I mean, we can wrap it up. We got to do a show idea, though, but it was interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, I agree. All right, buddy.
As the 21st century began, human evolution was at a turning point. Natural selection, the process by which the strongest, the smartest, the fastest reproduced in greater numbers than the rest, a process which had once favored the noblest traits of man, now began to favor different traits. Most science fiction of the day predicted a future that was more civilized and more intelligent. But as time went on, things seemed to be heading in the opposite direction, a dumbing down.
Harvard researchers have found children who live in high fluoride areas have significantly lower IQs.
Enjoy your big-ass fry.
Researchers found members of Congress, on average, speak at a 10th grade level. Most Americans read at an 8th or 9th grade level.
Look now, I'll talk slow so as you can understand me.
It was just a few thousand years ago that our ancestors were using primitive grunts to communicate.
Hillary's a good leader. I trust Hillary. Hillary is a good leader.
I stand here as a free slave.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Mankind became stupider at a frightening rate.
You're a white man.
You want to know what I found out? Most of England speaks Americanish.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far.
I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa.
What does that mean?
Mercury-containing vaccines may help, not harm kids, according to 2 new studies in the journal Pediatrics.
We now go live to Violence Channel correspondent Micah Davis at the Extreme Court with highlights on today's trial.
Good to see you.
exercise in transparency and democracy.
Is that what it is?
A great dust bowl had ravaged food supplies, and the #1 movie in the country was called Ass.
If Mr. Trump is suggesting that there is a conspiracy theory, that's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. Of course the elections will not be rigged. What does that mean?
Obama, you should run for a third term because we need you.
Obama, third term!
How many sides does a triangle have?
Damn, 4. There's no sides.
What's Osama bin Laden most infamous for?
Osama?
Yeah.
Or Obama?
Osama.
I have no idea who Osama is.
Which state does KFC come from? What, the chicken? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, do you know what KFC stands for? Kentucky Fried Chicken.
A little further south from that facility, there's a completely separate building where they, get this, change.
There you go, folks. That's your republic right there. If you don't know, then just go back and listen to the show, and you'll hear it firsthand. Good night, everybody.